You trained for the career. Now build the business. This is the Muse Spring Minute, where aspiring tax professionals learn to launch and scale their own practice. Here's your host, Jason Carr.
This is the episode where we get practical. If you've decided that starting a tax prep business is the right move for you, here's exactly what you need to do in order to get legally set up. Step 1, get your PTIN. PTIN stands for Preparer Tax Identification Number. The IRS requires every person who prepares or helps prepare a federal tax return for compensation to have one. You apply online at irs.gov. The fee is $18.75 for 2026. It takes about 15 minutes, and you'll renew it every year by December 31st. Without a PTIN, you can't legally prepare a federal tax return for pay, period. So this is step 1. Step 2 is to get your EFIN. EFIN stands for Electronic Filing Identification Number. This is what allows you to e-file tax returns with the IRS. You apply through the IRS e-services portal. The process includes a suitability check, which means the IRS is going to run a basic background review and verify your tax compliance history. If you have unfiled returns or outstanding tax debt, get those resolved before you apply. The EFIN application can take several weeks, so don't wait until January to start this process. Apply in the fall before the tax season you plan to start. Step 3 is to check your state requirements. Some states have additional registration or licensing requirements for tax preparers. California, for example, requires registration with the California Tax Education Council and completion of a 60-hour course. Oregon, Maryland, and New York have their own requirements. Most other states have no additional requirements beyond the federal PTIN. Look up your state's requirements before you hang out your shingle. If you're not sure where to start, search your state's name plus tax preparer registration requirements, and you'll find it. Step 4, form your business entity. I recommend forming an LLC in most cases. It provides personal liability protection, it's simple to maintain, and it gives you flexibility on how you're taxed. You'll file articles of organization with your state Secretary of State office, pay a filing fee, typically $50 to $300 depending on the state, get an EIN from the IRS for free, and open a bank account. Do not operate as a sole proprietor without an LLC. Your personal assets should not be on the line if a client dispute arises. This is basic risk management. Step 5, get errors and omission insurance. E&O insurance, sometimes called professional liability insurance, protects you if a client claims you made a mistake on their return. Policies for tax preparers typically cost $300 to $600 per year for basic coverage. Companies like Hiscox, Hartford, and several specialty providers offer policies specifically for tax professionals. Do not prepare your first return without this coverage in place. Step 6 is to create an engagement letter. An engagement letter is a written agreement between you and your clients that defines what you're going to do, what you're not going to do, what the fee is, and what the client's responsibilities are. It protects both of you. Every client, every year, should sign an engagement letter before you start the return. The key elements are scope of services, fee, client's obligation to provide accurate information, and a clear statement that the client is responsible for the accuracy of the data they give you. So that's the legal foundation. PTIN, EFIN, state registration, LLC, E&O insurance, engagement letter. Get those 6 things in place and you're operating legally, professionally, and with proper protection from day one. Now, I'll be honest with you. This episode covered the what, but the how is where most people get stuck. Which state forms do I file? What should my engagement letter actually say? How do I structure the LLC for the best tax treatment? That's exactly what we walk you through step by step in the Tax Business Blueprint program at MuseSpring. We don't just tell you how to form an LLC, we help you do it. Head over to musespring.com if you want to see how the program works. In the next episode, I'm going to walk you through what your first year actually looks like month by month, so you know what to expect and when to expect it. I'm Jason Carr. Thanks for listening to the MuseSpring Minute.
Thanks for listening to the Muse Spring Minute. Subscribe and leave a review so other future tax pros can find the show. The Muse Spring Minute is produced by MuseSpring LLC for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute legal or tax advice. For guidance specific to your situation, consult a qualified professional. MuseSpring LLC is not a law firm.